Wow, bro. We've got some absolutely fantastic, massive news when it comes to Jai Opetaia. And we got some great news when it comes to David the Mexican Monster Benavidez. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Jai Opetaia fan or you're just a fan of the sport of boxing, get ready, because this is absolutely massive news, fantastic news for Jai Opetaia, the Ring Magazine's Zuffa Cruiserweight Champion of the world. But let's start off with the great news when it comes to David the Mexican Monster Benavidez. Now, this is fantastic news for David, too. It's being reported by Boxing Scene, it's being reported around the boxing world that David Benavidez' team have officially sent a contract to the promoter of the WBC Cruiserweight Champion, who was ordered by the WBC President Mauricio Sullivan and the board of members, Noel McCallian's promoter, Don King. A contract has officially been sent to Don King. Samson Lukovic said that both parties have agreed to make this fight happen, and by the end of the week, we should have a unification bout signed. It's breaking news for David Benavidez. If this is true, by the end of the week, the fight could be officially done. That means David Benavidez looks to gain his third title, one away from becoming an undisputed champion in the cruiserweight division. It's fantastic news for David Benavidez. Now, for Jai Opetaia, bro, this guy is looking to be on the co-main event of Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn. Ladies and gentlemen, an absolutely massive event that's already sold, a gate revenue of $7 million in less than 1 day. A massively viewed fight, co-promoted by Zuffa Boxing, by a bunch of people. You've got Golden Boy Promotions being involved with this. You've got a dual broadcasting deal going down. You've got the Zone putting on this event in the UK and in Ireland, and you've got Paramount Plus streaming it globally. And you've got Jai Opetaia looking to be the co-main event, defending his Ring Magazine and Zuffa Cruiserweight titles. Ladies and gentlemen, this is massive great news for Jai Opetaia. He's got a date, he's got a venue, September 12th, in T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I believe he's got an opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be defending his Ring Magazine title. And I believe he's doing this because it's time. It's time that he faces a top 5 ranked fighter in the Ring Magazine rankings. It was Oscar De La Hoya in his last Clapback Thursday video that pointed out the fact that Ring Magazine were bending the rules a little bit when it comes to who can have and how to have the Ring Magazine titles. You must defend the Ring Magazine title against a top 5 opponent within the last 2 years in order to keep that Ring Magazine title. If you don't, you will be stripped. Now, Jai Opetaia hasn't been stripped. The last time that he fought a top 5 ranked cruiserweight fighter was against Marius Briedis in May of 2024. So Oscar De La Hoya was spitting facts there. But it looks like they're ready to fulfill that obligation. Of course, we know everything that's been going down with Jai Opetaia at Zuffa Boxing. We know Turkey El Sheikh, who owns Ring Magazine, also owes 60% of Zuffa Boxing. So, of course, they're going to bend the rules a little bit. We've seen the WBC, the WBO, WBA, and IBF all bend the rules numerous amount of times. They're looking to have Jai Opetaia defend his Ring Magazine Cruiserweight title on September 12th on this co-main event. But like I said, it must be against a top 5 opponent. So you look at the top 5 opponents and you say to yourself, who is this man gonna fight? I have a prediction, bro. But let's break it down. You got the number 1 ranked fighter in David the Mexican Monster Benavidez, who of course is not fighting Jai Opetaia. You have Noel McCallian, who is ranked number 5. Has to be a top 5 fighter? Okay, you can rule them out. That leaves 3 different fighters. You've got Zurdo Ramirez, who has been open and wanting to fight Jai Opetaia, who would be willing to take that huge bag, who was just talking about only having 2 fights left, losing his unified cruiserweight titles to David Benavidez in his last fight. This is a fight that Zurdo Ramirez would want, ladies and gentlemen, and he's currently ranked number 2 in the Ring Magazine rankings. But will Zurdo Ramirez be next? If it's Zurdo Ramirez, they've got to get over the hump between promotions, ladies and gentlemen. Who is Zurdo Ramirez signed to? Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. Of course, it's possible that something like this can happen if it's something that Zurdo Ramirez wants. And of course, he can convince his team to do. You see Ryan Garcia defending his WBC welterweight title against Conor Benn. Even though this is something that Oscar De La Hoya clearly didn't want, he's having to put up with it now. He's having to go through with it now. Ladies and gentlemen, completely flip-flop. But even though Zurdo Ramirez is his opponent, I just don't feel like he's going to be next. That would be absolutely fantastic. So let's continue going down the line. You've got Michelle Select, who's ranked number 4. That could be a possible opponent. Who knows? But you got the number 3 ranked cruiserweight fighter in the world in Chris Billiam Smith. Now, to me, CBS, Chris Billiam Smith should be next against Jai Opetaia on the co-main event September 12th due to the fact that they're both Zuffa boxers, due to the fact that it's a slobber knocker of a fight, due to the fact that this is a Zuffa promoted event along with other promoters, yes, of course. But Zuffa's got their face all over this fight. So, if you're Zuffa boxing, you have Jai Opetaia, you have Chris Billiam Smith. It's an easy fight to make. This fight couldn't be made just like that. A snap of a finger, boom. And why would you put Jai Opetaia in a fight against somebody else when you can build both fighters' platforms? Even if Chris Billiam Smith loses, if it's a slobber knocker of a fight, and it's 2 Zuffa fighters that are on the co-main event, guess who's gonna be taking credit for that? It's Zuffa. Ladies and gentlemen, he must face a top 5 ranked fighter in the Ring Magazine Cruiserweight rankings. It's either Zurdo Ramirez, Michelle Select, or Chris Billiam Smith. I've got it being CBS. And bro, I absolutely love that. Both of these men just made their debuts in Zuffa, and both of these men look absolutely great and had exciting slobber knocker fights. So to see them both come together on a huge card, a huge event, being promoted mainly by Zuffa Boxing, of course. It's a dual broadcasted event. You have other promoters who are involved. Of course, Ryan Garcia's promoter, promoter in Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya. You've got The Zone broadcasting this fight in the UK and Ireland. They got the rights to that. And you've got Paramount Plus streaming this fight globally and here in the US. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this would be some absolutely fantastic news. No matter who it is, it's some great news for Jai Opetaia. He's getting a venue, a huge venue. He's getting a huge date and a huge fight. With so many eyeballs on him, this is a great opportunity for Jai Opetaia to really establish himself even more in the boxing world. Reach out to more boxing fans. A lot more people get to know who this man is. That way they know when David Benavidez is fighting Noel Mikhailian, who has a WBC Cruiserweight title, we all know that Noel isn't even close to the likes of Jai Opetaia. Ladies and gentlemen, not even close. And people will continue to talk about that fight if David Benavidez is looking to become undisputed in that division and call himself undisputed. I guarantee you, bruh, once he becomes the WBC champion, Who he fights for that IBF bout is going to be very important. He will be undisputed no matter what. But at the end of the day, he did not beat the best fighter in his weight class while he was in that weight class at the time. Ladies and gentlemen, he didn't, and that's the honest truth. That's Jai Opetaia. One last person for David Benavidez to beat if he defeats Noel Mikhailian. He's already beat Zudo Ramirez. To get the real recognition, it's to beat Jai Opetaia. So this is a great position for Jai Opetaia September 12th. It's absolutely massive news. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, bro. Great news for Jai Opetaia. Big news for David Benavidez, too. He's going to get that unification bout. It's looking like by the end of the week, the fight's going to be signed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, bro. I'm out.